Okay, so you know how everyone's talking about making big moves?
Mm.
Yeah, like it's not just new year, new me anymore. It's new city, new life.
Right, exactly.
But like, what happens when everyone's got the same idea? What happens when everyone wants that same new life and that same new place?
Yeah, good question.
Well, that's what we're diving deep into today, right? We're
Yeah.
talking relocation, but with a twist. And let me tell you, this is one of those things you kind of have to hear to believe.
It's definitely got some surprises.
So we've got some really interesting sources for this deep dive, and they all seem to be honing in on this one popular neighborhood, right? You know, the kind of place that families leaving big cities.
New York, California.
Exactly. They were all flocking there. But get this, something's changing. 2024 hits and things are, well, they're not playing out exactly how anyone expected.
Yeah, and it's not even just about the cost of living. Because, I mean, we all knew moving was expensive.
Right. You'd think it was the housing market scaring everyone off, but that's not the whole story.
Nope, not even close. This is way more interesting. Think private schools, or, more importantly, the lack of spots in them.
See, I was going to say, who knew private school placements would be the real estate deal breaker?
It really throws a wrench in the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, think about it this way. People are making these huge GE life changes, moving their whole families. And it's not just about the house, is it?
No, not at all.
You're buying into a whole lifestyle, and education, especially for families, that's a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And right now, we're seeing this clash, demand for quality education, slamming right into limited capacity.
Oh, absolutely. And let's be real, nobody wants to move their kid to a new school in, like, the middle of high school, right?
It's tough at any age,
Yeah.
but yeah. So anyway, the market itself is feeling the squeeze too. I mean, we're seeing sales are up, inventory definitely down, prices are going nowhere but up, and good luck finding a discount these days.
Gone. Poof. Vanished.
Exactly. It's a total seller's market. And when you factor in those move-in ready homes, you know the ones. Everybody wants those.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just say it's a bloodbath out there.
Yeah, it's competitive, to say the least. And our sources say this isn't limited to just, that neighborhood we were talking about. Apparently, Coral Gables is seeing the same thing happening. Families battling it out for those golden tickets to the good school.
It's interesting, right? Because you start to see a pattern emerging. The places that are known for having great schools, for being family-friendly, they're becoming more and more desirable. But that desirability, well, it comes at a price. Even as the whole relocation frenzy calms down a bit, you still have these bottlenecks happening in those specific areas.
So what does all this mean for, well, for anyone listening? Well, first off, relocation trends, they're rarely as straightforward as they seem. What might look like a mass exodus could actually be driven by, like, these hyper-specific things. Second, competition, it's still a thing, especially in certain areas and if you're looking at a particular type of property. And finally, don't for one second underestimate the power of a good school district.
That's right. And you know what? It makes you wonder, what happens if this trend keeps going? Like, what does it do to the very fabric of these communities? Will local businesses, are they going to thrive with all these new families coming in? Or will they struggle to keep up? And what about things like community resources? Will there be enough to go around? There are so many ripple effects here, and we're only just starting to understand how it all works.
Absolutely fascinating stuff to think about.
It really is.
Well, on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive. As always, thanks for joining us as we explored these relocation trends, or maybe, should we say, relocation surprises. Until next time.
Until next time.